Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last part, we headed out to weed out the Ivy, the Guardian agents that was within the Grand Companies. One of the high commanders of the Mortal Flames. She escaped, we caught her again, stuff went on, and all that kind of fun stuff. We found out that Imeric wants us to investigate the Keeper of the Lake, so that's where we gotta go now. So let's cue this up. And I want to say one thing. For the White Knight Chronicles playthrough, I know I'm still working on it. It's a lot of grinding. The grind is pretty much done. I'm just going around gathering a couple things needed for some of my characters. So probably the next day or two, I will be able to proceed forward with that playthrough and wrap things up there, because we're getting close to the end of that game. Hopefully we can wrap things up, but we gotta do some stuff here. We gotta go talk to a giant dead dragon. I'll also tell you one other thing. I love sweet tarts. I literally just spent $35 on a box of sweet tart rolls. There's 36 in them in the box. It's the original sweet tart candies in the tubes, if you know what I'm talking about. Not the ones you see like at Walmart or it's in that like box. I'm talking about the original tubes. It's the small little tubes that you used to find at the checkouts. Yeah, I just bought I spent $35 just for 36 of them off Amazon just now, because I love sweet tarts. I mean, the sweet tarts you buy at like Walmart in the box, those aren't bad. I don't hate them, but the original ones in the tubes, those are for me the best. You can't beat the originals, no matter how much you try. Even for the people who are behind the sweet tarts, you just can't beat it. All right. Well, let's go. Well, let's do the thing. I need to unlock. Shiva Extreme. I don't remember how I'm supposed to unlock Shiva Extreme. Do I go to Irianger, I think? Let me see if I can get in there real quick. Aha, there it is. We'll grab that quick before the quest pops. Or the queue. Alright, I don't really care what he has to say. Alright. This will probably be another thing where I have to actually complete the duty in order to complete the quest. Same with Ramu. I have to actually complete the duty before I can actually complete the quest. That's probably what's gonna happen with this one too. Huh? Fine. I don't want to queue up with you anyway. Alright. Off we go. All right. Let's see what travesties are awaiting us here. Look at the size of this dragon, too. The fact that it's coiled around this giant airship. doing so far so good. I mean, look at the size of this ship too. I mean, it's like this big. It's like super big. One thing I can't wait for is when they make it so you can actually. I mentioned it. I'm not sure if it was the last part or the part before, but in the game there's something called Explorer Mode, which you can use to explore dungeons without having to worry about monsters. You can run through for like photo ops, that kind of stuff. Some of these dungeons I can't wait to be implemented for Explorer Mode, because you never really get a chance to really look around in these areas unless you're doing it unsynced. But even then, these kinds of dungeons might be a little. Well, I lie. It's not that difficult when it's unsynced, but. Yeah, as you can see, the dungeons have improved a lot since the post game started. Granted, minus the hard mode variants of the other dungeons, there are really only two new real dungeons that were introduced in post Reborn. This one and Snowcloak. I don't really count the other ones as new because it's basically when it's the same dungeon, but you know, it's the same dungeon but a harder difficulty. I mean, that's not really new. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna hurt. All right. Oh, shit. I just ripped my earbud out of my ear. Ugh. Okay. You probably wonder why I haven't really gotten much in terms of levels, because I haven't really been doing any of the quests, or not the quests, well, obviously I haven't really been doing side quests, because at this point, side quests aren't going to really give me any XP, considering how much XP I need to level up. But, I haven't been doing roulettes. I'll probably start doing the roulettes again as I go through Heaven's Award. My goal before I get I'll be long 80 by the time I get into Shadowbringers, but my goal is to hit level 80 in either Stormblood or Heaven's Ward, or yeah. Because right now I'm already secured on levels for the Heaven's Ward dungeon, so I don't have to grind for levels. And I'm in the process of getting set up for Stormblood as well. I know I'll hit 80 long before I get the Shadowbringers. I know that for a fact. I'll be at a slower pace than how I usually handle level grinding. Because how I used to do it is main star scenarios, leveling, and dungeon runs here and there with rested XP. But since I'm not level appropriate dungeons for that, and won't be for 2 whole expansions. Oops. I forgot the key. I ain't going anywhere without the key. Bad place to stand, dude. You're gonna get incinerated. Oh boy. Oh, I wasn't even near that. Are you kidding me? Bullshit. Oh, you just come charging at me. Oh, good. Okay, good. Let's say I'm not gonna get. I'm not in a good position. Kind of sucks you can't see below us because of all the mist. Be not one hell of a view. Alright. Hopefully these guys don't go forward. Because I'll be in a cutscene. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're in trouble now. I ain't skipping it. We'll see if we're still alive. We are, barely. More for that red mage. Red mage is actually a good off healer because they have something called dual casting, so they can cast 2 spells pretty quickly. Oh boy. To the plate, yeah, split plate now, or whatever. Alright. Dark somewhere. What are we gonna do now? You're our strength, buddy. All right.
ほう、何時も超える力を持つか。現体ごときではかなわぬのも道理よ。力は我と引き合わせたのもハイデリンの意志か。とう、汝はなぜここへ参った？確かに北天の星を燃やすは我が一族の高き方向。進軍を告げる時の声だ。一族が向かうはイシュガルド。恐れを忘れ罪を犯した人の住か。これは報復よ。イシュガルドの民は己が罪から目を背けた。その罪こそが尽きることない戦の火種。そればかりか。あの者どもは今再び罪を犯そうとしておる。故に我が一族は方向を轟かせたのであろう。進軍を止めろとこうか。超える力を宿せど所詮は人よ。それは叶わぬ願いであろう。我は先の方向に応えまどろみから目覚めたに過ぎぬ。方向を上げたるは我にあらず。我が七の子のいずれかよ。イシュガルドの民が己が罪を悔い改めぬというのに、なぜ我が子とその眷属に報復を止めよと命じられよう。かの地が焦土と化し民が死に絶えようとも因果応報に過ぎぬ。その光の加護か。ハイデリンめ、超える力を持つ者にさらなる力を与えようとは。まさか得意のものなのか。星よ、この者に力を貸せと我に願うのか。よかろう。ならば
Just got pierced. What's happening now? Ugh. My crystals! Oh boy.
汝を貫いたのは竜の爪。我が力によりてハイデリンの与う光の加護を封じるくさび。もっとも星の光は陰りを見せておった。我が爪なくともいずれ消え失せていたやもしれぬがな。我はかつてハイデリンと契りを交わした。故にその加護を受けたる汝をくびり殺すのは控えよう。だが汝は人、イシュガルドの民のように愚かな罪を犯すやもしれぬ。我が汝を見限れば拾った命はないと思え。
What's this?
我が幻にして我が化身。今より汝と共に行く。化身の目はすなわち我が目。化身の耳はすなわち我が耳。光の加護を失した汝が何をなすか見届けよ。運命を開く得意の者よ。己の力で我がくさびを砕いてみせよ。得意な力を持つ者ならば人を裁き戦を終焉へと導くこともできよう。これは得意の者たる汝の試練。この地にたゆたうエーテルを受け、いつしか我が身もよみがえろう。いずれ来たる復活の時に汝が試練を乗り越え、人が光の意志のもとにあらんことを願う。だが容易な道にはあらぬぞ。じきに我が一族と人の大きな戦が起こる。我が子の方向はすでに前天へ轟いたのだ。
That's some heavy stuff right there. Now some Midgard somewhere in the minion. Well, that was instant. I was beginning to fear the worst with those explosions I saw. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alpha left the message stating that you were to return a rising stone at once. You can see explosions in this kind of mist. I'm surprised. Can't even see 5 feet in front of me. All right. Praise the 12, you're hale and whole. I came as soon as been feeling informing of Sir Imric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I should hear your report. You converse with Midgard Sommer? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant all these past 15 years? Less a resurrection, and more a rejuvenation for he who dwells in their eternity years passing as moments. Though his words are ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard will burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Imric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Sommer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Imric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Good, because I got some private matters to talk about. Is there something you're not telling us, Cecilla? You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something. Something important. 12 for Fend! Midgard Sommer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. Beggars believe that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sommer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the great worm. Athiac and Nimia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Sommer ever watched over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant with which she spoke? 'Twas not the gods whom we treated, but Heidelin herself. Well, if he was watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Oh, excuse me. My phone's dying, so hopefully my mic doesn't cut out.
Ah, 貴公の活躍を聞いたぞ。さすがは英雄。源流ミドガルゾールムの幻影を打ち破り、散り際に情報を聞き出すとは。 しかし竜の方向を発したのが源竜の子だったとはな。ミドガルズオルムが生み出せし7頭の竜王たち、その存在は七大天竜としてイシュガルドにも伝わっている。そのうち今なおエオルゼアに住むとされているのは2頭。果たしてどちらが竜の方向を発したのか。
いずれにせよドラゴン族の一大攻勢は目前に迫っている。大きな戦いは避けられないだろう。ドラゴン族が攻め込んできた場合、コートを守りきれるのか。あれは雲海に浮かぶ城。飛行可能な竜相手では地の利すらないように思えるが。
そこは安心してほしい。ドラゴン族と1000年戦い抜いてきた歴史は伊達じゃない。ともあれ防護の強化は必要だ。至急アイメリク様にお伝えし、本国で対策を立てよう。無論貴公の活躍についてもよく伝えておく。目覚めつつあったミドガルゾールムを封じたとあれば、アイメリク様もさぞお喜びになるはずだ。では私は戻ろう。こちらに進展があればすぐに連絡をする。
数百年に及ぶ戦いの歴史か。彼らはそれをいつまで続けていくつもりなのだ。
Okay. The Ishgardens have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly over 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Monbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress considering our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardens is concluded for the moment. I shall be long once I have completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Alright. Madam, I am ready for the meeting. Are you all done to talk to dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solus, shall we? You couldn't, like, take me with you? Alright. Alright, so what's going on?
さて、源竜ミドガルゾールムの件も片付いたし、今度は私たちの発表をさせてもらおうかな。アシエン消滅法の件で報告することがあってね。エオルゼアに来てみんなで研究した甲斐があったよ。
何か手がかりはつかめたの？
そもそもアシエンが不滅なのは、この物質界で死んでもその魂がエーテル界に2つの世界の狭間に逃げ込んでいると思われるからだ。そこで開発したのが白星石。エーテル体となって 狭間に逃げようとするアシエンの魂を吸収して捕らえるマキさ。
問題は捕らえたアシエンの魂をどうやって消滅させるかってことだが、
肉体を捨て去りし魂を砕くは根源たる力の刃のみ。純粋なるエーテルの刃を生成し、エーテル体となりしアシエンにぶつけ追消滅させるのです。
だけどアシエンを形成するエーテルの総量、いわゆる魂の質量がわからない。そのためアシエンを切り裂くための刃をどれほどのエーテル密度で作ればいいのかも予想できない。
じゃあさ、どんな魂でも問答無用で消し飛ばしちゃうようなすっごいエーテルの刃を作っちゃうのはどうかな。白星石にエーテルを閉じ込めておけるなら、今のうちに私たちが作り出すエーテルをギュギュッと詰めておけばいいんだよ。
いいだ、以前ムーンブリダが説明してくれたのを忘れたのか。白星石にはエーテルを長時間保存できないって。エーテルは本来すぐに無酸するものなんだ。激しいエーテル放射と外的作用によって結晶化した物質、つまりクリスタルを除けばエーテルの保存はできないんだよ。
ありゃ、そうだった。
かといって持ち歩けるクリスタルの量には限界がある。アシエンがいつ現れるかわからないならなおさらだ。
アシエンの魂の質量が大飯ぐらいの蛮神リヴァイアさんと同程度と仮定しても、創造線を満たすほどのクリスタル量になるでしょうね。
しかもあの時は創造線に乗せた変属性クリスタルでリヴァイアさんからの攻撃をしのぐことに特化したからな。消滅させるとなれば数積分になるだろう。
私たちが頭を悩ませていたのはまさにその問題だ。エーテルを持ち歩けないからその場で得る必要がある。では大量のエーテルをどうやって生み出すか。取れる手段はただ一つ。大地に蓄えられた資源を使うのさ。
もしかして地脈のこと？地脈を貫こうものなら大量のエーテルが溢れ出してここモードゥナのように一面が結晶化してしまうわよ。
いや、私が注目したのは申請したエオルゼアにおいてもっとありふれている資源、ズバリその変属性クリスタルだ。属性のバランスが崩壊しているとはいえエーテルの結晶であることには変わりないからね。
だがさっきも言ったように持ち運ぶのは限界が。
違う。変属性クリスタルを掘り出さずに直接エーテルを発生させるのさ。それさえできればエオルゼアの多くの場所で大量のエーテルを確保することができる。と、まだ可能性の話だけどね。相手はわからないことだらけのアシエンなんだし、試せることは全部試したいんだ。
そうね、やれることからやってみましょう。でもどうやって変属性クリスタルを利用するつもり？結晶からエーテルを取り出すと言ってもそう簡単にできるものなの？
実はそのための薪を作ってみたのさ。周辺の変属性クリスタルからエーテルを抽出する薪、名付けてエーテルエクストラクターだ。早速こいつを試したいんだが、このモードゥナは変属性クリスタルが多すぎてどうも実験しにくくてね。失敗してここら一帯の属性を乱しちまうのが怖い。誰か実験に手頃な場所を知らないかい？
では北ザナラーンはどうだろうか。あそこには中規模の変属性クリスタルがある。それにちょうど協力を願いたい事件が起きていてね。
アルフィノ、何かあったの？
北ザナラーンの帝国軍拠点カストルム・メリディアヌムに動きがあった。マーチ・オブ・アルコンズの際に魔道場が全壊し、兵力的にも大きな損害を出した拠点ではあるが、同盟軍の撤退後カストルム・セントリからの救援が合流。外角の復旧作業のため物資を求めて聖林生成所を狙っているらしい。本国からの支援が断たれた今、彼らも生き残りに必死だ。聖林生成所になだれ込めば泥沼の戦いになりかねない。クリスタル・ブレイブはこれより帝国軍の牽制に向かう。だがいかんせん相手が大きい。暁からも力を貸してもらえないだろうか。
つまり落ち着いて実験をしたきゃまずは帝国兵を追い払えっていうこと？マキの実験を餌に賢人の手を借りようって魂胆かい？いいじゃないか、乗ったよ。私たちが力を貸した方が早く落ち着くんだろ。アシエンはいつやってくるかわからないんだ。戦いが終わるまでゆっくり待ってられないよ。
くれぐれもほどほどに。あなたは昔から無茶をする。
そうね、ムーンブリダさんの言う通りだわ。わかりました。クリスタルブレイブと手分けして対応に当たりましょう。あなたは帝国軍の牽制を、サンクレットとパパリモもそちらに協力してちょうだい。ムーンブリダさんはイダ、ヤシトラと共に行動を。先行して場所の選定を進め、牽制作戦の終了後に速やかに実験が行えるよう準備をお願いします。
では私は別口で城成績の検証を進めておきましょう。
ええ、お願いします。それでは各自出発の準備を整えてください。くれぐれも無事に戻ってきてね。
All right, we've got a mission. Off to Alpha Node. It would seem that that events have been once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. I would wish it otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and wait for the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Sir, leave the hard work to me. Do is take her to Northern Thailand, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for our time. Philman travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as our escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact a certain old acquaintance in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my new friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary my little Ascilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also a colleague. A colleague with influential connections. but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much glares in your direction, milady. I should be well protected, it seems. Should be on our way then. Okay. Off they go. And off I go. Alright, guy, what are you doing over here? When Lavalli has sent word that you'll be coming, a veteran of your towns is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand, Flame's reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Guardians could begin marching us at any time. Probably speak to Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Alright. Sir! Sergeant Rye, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. With that, we could sit a while and reminisce of old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. Civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the flame station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it shows me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts being trouble mutually news and the latest movements of the Imperial Army, I will once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison. It would seem the Imperials would finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the cache are far too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to... Oops, I skipped it. Alright. Glad to have you with us, Esla. As I'm sure that Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Guardians have deployed a small force of Carcassian Meridinium. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant, pillage for supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Elbert. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellow Scions to come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty four heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with the odds the Guardians might throw at them. And even you cannot be where at once. The third was getting restless, hold up in Ul'dah, so I marched him out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses, and add the numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far from beyond the walls. Aye, it would best be to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the 4th and give battle to this main column. You're with the 3rd then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads and hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Haze. His scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Alright. A pleasure to be fighting on your side once more, Scion. Our operations in Verid will succeed when you're around, and our victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I'd imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we rout out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour and clean up enemy soldiers. Alright, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Alright. Let's see what I can find. Who's hiding over here? We've been spotted! Alright. Well, that was easy. You seem grim, Scion. You take that to mean between us, more than a few Guardians won't be making it back to the Ascian. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our peg. I would be a happy man if I never had a tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Aliane know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Or Delstein. I don't know. One of them. Sergeant Rye, what news of the Guardians? Their raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Yamajina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the planet is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Eliana has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one that is. The Rogadine lady with the big large axe, it would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I don't know what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thandle is no place to wander alone. Even for a capable sort such as her, I would certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue on your way. What is she doing? Lady! What are you doing over here?
悪いね。そこで待っててくれ。もうちょっとで作業が終わるからさ。それかい、
Huh.
私の獲物さ。斧を振るってるとつい楽しくなっちまってね。私はもともと考えるより先に手足が出る性分なんだ。
No, that's an aggressive
そ
looking
んな
axe.
私に学ぶ楽しさを教えてくれた人がいた。今回エオルゼアに来たのはその恩師について調べるためでもあったんだ。心配な幼なじみもいたしね。ほら、あいつまっすぐものが言えないだろ。いくつになっても変わらないんだから。よし、こんなとこだな。うん、いい感じじゃないか。この程度であれば周囲の環境を変えることもなさそうだ。見えたかい？変属性クリスタルからエーテルの光が立ち上がるのが。これを束ねて刃にする方法はまだ模索中だけど、このエーテルエクストラクターを改良していけばひとまずエーテル不足の問題は解決するはずだ。あんたのためにもとびきりすっごいエーテルの刃を作れるようにしてみせるよ。
さすが光の戦士。この俺が悟られるとはな。
Oh.
まさかアシエン？くそ、私たちを止めに来たのか。
その入れ墨、英知の書家の番人シャーレアンの賢人か。ああ、なるほど。多少は頭が回るのもうなずけるというもの。
何を言ってるか知らないが、褒めてるわけじゃなさそうだ。
察しがいいな。ま、そいきり立つなよ。女は笑顔の方が美しいぜ。光の戦士、お前は俺の言葉が分かってるんだろう。なんせ超える力持ちだ。まったくお前には参るよ。ラハブレアに付き合って人に神を下ろさせたってのにあっさり倒しちまったんだからな。だからそういきり立つなって。お前もやるか、光の戦士。ん？どういうことだ？お前から光の加護を感じない。おいおい、まさかハイデリンに見捨てられたのか。こりゃ面白いことになったもんだ。光の加護を失した人ならざる者なんざ敵じゃねえ。この場で片付けるか。いや、今なら白包囲の野郎が言っていたあの杖をいただく好機じゃねえか。これで白包囲とラハブレアを出し抜ける。思い知らせてやるよ。
Oh boy, that doesn't sound good.
消えた。一体何だって言うんだ。あれがあんたたちが戦っている上位のアシエン。それにしても杖を狙ってるだって。アシエンが欲しがるような杖、そんなものが。もしかしてトゥプシマティ、石の家に保管されているルイゾア様の杖だとしたらまずいぞ。石の家にはミンフィリアが残ってる。 アシエンに襲われる前に急いで戻ろう。
Uh-oh. The staff. What's so special about the stupid staff? It's a broken stick. Oh, apparently it's super important. You're here. Master Louis Swat's staff was kept in his solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Uh-oh. It's gone. Oh no!
あなたたち。
光の戦士。いや、もはや光なき戦士か。やはり今のお前じゃ俺の侵入を拒むことはできないよ
うだ。どういうこと？
まさか知らなかったのか。こいつは笑い草だ。光の加護を受けた者がいることでお前たちは守られてたんだよ。この拠点だって例外じゃない。白包囲やラハブレアのようなオリジナルはともかく、俺たち天聖組にしてみれば光の加護の突破は容易じゃなかったのさ。ま、それもこれまでの話だ。奴らと違って俺は気が短いんだね。とっとと杖をいただいて次の次元悪界を引き起こす。
次元悪界ですって。やはりバルデシオン委員会の消滅にもあなたたちが関わっていたのね。
何をぐだぐだ喋ってやがる。
Oh.
無理だ。
しつこい女は嫌いだぜ。ああ、お前には通じなかったか。
なぜこの杖を欲しがるの？これはただの遺品よ。あなたたちが求めるようなものじゃないわ。
くだらない質問ばかり。お前、今まで何してきたんだ？名城トゥプシマティ。正確に言うならその杖に据えられた石板には特別な力があるんだよ。そいつと上等の角笛を組み合わせて使ってやれば周囲の環境から莫大なエーテルを集められる。あのジジイが捧げるクリスタルもなしにどうやって十二神の神おろしをなしたと思ってたんだ？召喚には祈りだけでなくエーテルが必要。これ基礎中の基礎だろ。
ええ、おかげさまで事情は分かったわ。だからこそこの杖は渡せません。
やれやれ、俺はわがままな女も嫌いなんだがな。だが下手に殺すと白包囲の野郎がうるさそうだ。面倒だがお前ごとさらうとしよう。
奴を追うんだ。エーテルの歪みはまだ消えてない。
The chrysalis is now accessible. The second to last trial in a realm reborn. All right. Now I gotta wait for this. Yeah, I guess I can quickly do this. Assuming the timer. I can't go. I gotta get a group going. Gotta wait for my cues. Oh boy. Oh, let's see if I can grab a quick drink out of my mini fridge real fast. Watch the cue pause as soon as I walk away. What'd I say? It would have popped the minute I walked away. Oh, Lord. Lord Almighty. Too bad I just got back in the room. Not gonna catch me off guard here. No, sir. Where the hell are we? Well, there she is. Alright, guy, I'm gonna put you in your place. Wipe that smirk off your face. did. I think you're such a badass. All right, that is out of the way. Got one more trial left to go when we're done with Reborn.
戻ってきたか。無事のようだな。
お前を侮りすぎてたらしい。だが、いつまで杖を守れるかな？
This guy just doesn't want to quit.
お前がハイデリンの加護を失った以上、俺はまた杖をいただきに来るぜ。そう、何度でもな。
いいえ、次はないわ。アシエン、あなたの魂はここで散ってエーテル界へと帰る。
何？闇のクリスタルを使わせないつもりか？くそ、小尺な真似を。
Blade! Tables are turned.
今よ、トゥプシマティでエーテルを集めて、あなたならできるはずよ。想像して、あの時アシエン・ラハブレアを切った光の刃を。そんな、まさかハイデリンの加護を封じられて光の力が弱まっている。
こいつも起動してるってのに、わずかにエーテルが足らないってのか。
たかが人が思い上げるな。俺は消えない。消されてたまるか。何度でも再生するんだよ。
マザークリスタル、ハイデリンよ、私の声を聞いて。私たちに光を、今こそあなたの力を貸して。ダメなの。超える力があってなお、私たちの声は、願いはハイデリンに届かないというの。
少し、あと少しのエーテルさえあれば。
ムーンブリダー、あなた何をするつもり？
そうか、そうだったんだね。ルイゾワ様も自分の務めが分かったんだ。死して希望を守る。これがルイゾワ様がこの地を訪れた理由。やっと分かったよ、ウリエンジェ。
ダメ、ムーンブリダー、あなたには。
待て、やめてくれ。消える、消えちまう。不滅なるこの俺が。嫌だ。
ムーンブリダー、嘘でしょ。そんな何も残らずに。アシエンは完全に消滅したわ。ありがとう。あなたは研究をやり遂げてくれたのね。このエーテルエクストラクターはムーンブリダさんの残した成果の一つ。みんなに真実を話して落ち着くまでは私が大切に預かっていようと思う。ミーフィリア、大丈夫？
You're a little late. Late to the party.
ええ、私は大丈夫よ。
北ザナラーンでの作戦を終えた後、ムーンブリダの研究を手伝うために周辺調査をしてたんだ。そしたらムーンブリダから石の家がアシエンに狙われて危ないって連絡が入ってさ、みんなで慌てて戻ってきたんだ。
お前も駆けつけていたんだな。全員無事でよかったよ。
それでムーンブリダはどこ？詳しい事情を聞かせてもらいたいのだけど。
なんてことだ。自分の命をエーテルに変えてアシエンを。
全ての命は死してエーテルに帰る。その流れに逆らうのがアシエンなら、ムーンブリダはその流れを受け入れたのね。
ねえ、このことウリエンジはもう知ってるの？ウリエンジェさん。
顛末は聞いておりました。月はかけ、正解の渚に消ゆ。さりとて天の巡りはやがて暁の火を導かん。ムーンブリダは己の役目を立派に果たしたのですね。 彼女はシャーレアン本国において我が死ルイゾアに支持する同門でした。死は今と明日を生きる者のため知を用いよと教えました。その理想は知の集積者として歴史の観察者たれとするシャーレアンではいた。それでもなお我が師が同志を募りエオルゼア救済のため救世使命を作りしことはご存知の通り。そして死は旅立たれた。神々に愛されし地を救済するために第七霊祭を乗り越え神聖し得たのは我が師の功績。されどシャーレアン本国においては自ら歴史に介入した死を堕落者と呼ぶ声もあった。シャーレアンの賢人たる務めを捨てたのだと。ムーンブリダは死を信望していましたが、死はシャーレアンを去る際彼女に言葉を残さなかった。故に周囲からの批判に心が揺れたのです。死が本当に務めを捨てたのではないかと。そして彼女自身が務めとともに捨てられたのではないかと。
でも
ええ、エオルゼアを守るという形で務めを果たされた。言葉を残さなかったのも己の定めを受け入れたがゆえ、愛弟子に他なる道を示したかったのでしょう。しかし私が事実を言葉にすれど死の心まではムーンブリダに届かない。私は彼女がエオルゼアにとどまるうちに死の心を知らせたかった。それだけが悔やまれてなりません。ムーンブリダが決意したのは我が師ルイゾアの心を理解したからだと。真実とはかようにありて求めるものにもたらされ、死との間に再びつながれし絆が彼女を静かな安息へと導いてくれるでしょう。本当によかったですね、ムーンブリダ。
光の刃はまだ不安定な状態。でもムーンブリダさんが命を懸けてアシエンを消滅させる方法を確立してくれた。彼女のおかげで私たちは前へと進むことができる。尊い犠牲を絶対に無駄にはしないわ。
ミンフィリア、私は砂の家に戻ります。失われし友の命を私なりのやり方で弔いたい。信じて待っていていただけますか。
わかりました。それはきっとムーンブリダさんの望みでもあります。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, that's rough. God damn, there's more scenes. Never have I seen Uriandra so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather the Nishani in the Wet Manor to celebrate Monbreda's life and mourn her passing. Oh boy, and with that, this is a good place to stop. So, when we come back, what do we have next? Not you. Alright. So, when we come back, we'll hold our memorial service for our fellow fallen scion. And then we'll see where the story takes us from there. We're getting closer and closer and closer to Heaven's Ward. Thank the Lord. So, we'll do that when we come back. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.